Yo, what's going on, guys? It is JD here, back with another 2K video. And sadly today is gonna be another rant video. This year just keeps on giving. 2K just keep surprise. Is it even a surprise at this point? I don't even know, but they keep just dropping the ball in the worst way possible. So I'm sure literally all of you know about what happened last night with the $250,000 tournament. There it is right there. It's literally advertised in the unlimited section. The qualifier was last night. You see the little advertising window has now gone. There's nothing there. The next one, I believe, is the end of November, but I'm not too sure on that. You can't even see where the top four finishes were. But it was an utter, I'm going to say disaster, but I think that's even being light. A disgrace, a disaster, an embarrassment. I mean, I don't really know what to call it, to be fair, but you could probably put any of those words in there and they probably fit. Now, this isn't coming from me personally. It's coming from me, but as in like, okay, that don't make no sense. I didn't get affected by this. I was not playing in the tournament. I had no interest in playing the tournament. The qualifying system has been the same for a few years now, and it's been awful since the first time it was introduced. So for me, and online play, like 4 hours consecutive online play, you're alright. So for me personally, I was just chilling. I wasn't even playing 2K last night, so it didn't actually affect me one bit. But seeing how many people it did affect, and seeing the mood of the community turn from being, you know, kind of positive, I guess, about playing in this tournament to being so damn negative so quickly. And it's not negativity for the sake of it. Like, it was all just and completely, like, understandable. So we're just going to run through the timeline of what happened last night. Talk about how things can be changed. Talk about if I think they're going to be changed. And kind of give my opinion on the overview of what last night was. And at the end of it, I just come out feeling really sorry for the people who really did try. And I'm sure a lot of people know about TJ Everyday. He was one of the last men standing. He streamed for the entirety of the 5.5 hour window that was open, played for every part of it that was possible. So I think that was 4 hours, 45 minutes that was available to be played. And obviously we all saw that he got error coded in his last game. And he didn't make it. I think he finished 5th. So anyway, let's go back to the start. But before we do that, of course, if you are new around here, make sure you subscribe for the daily streams and the daily videos. And of course, a massive shout out to the goats on the channel: Eric, Jason, Cody, Spooky, Callum, Caleb, Aiden, Dubs, and Andrew, who is new. Andrew, thank you so damn much for becoming a goat of the channel. I appreciate it big time. If anybody else wants to join as well, there's a join button down below. If not, top line in the description. Click on that and it'll show you how to do it. So the tournament yesterday, it came around and the window was supposed to open at 6 PM my time, which was 1 PM Eastern, I believe. And it was meant to run for 4 hours. So it was meant to be 1 PM Eastern till 5 PM Eastern. Now, straight off the bat, 4 hours consecutively playing this game is a horrible, horrible format. Nobody should have to play this. This game is so mentally draining. And to have to play it at if you are one of the people that's really had a good chance of qualifying, to play at that level for that amount of time, that is awful, bro. And the way the scoring system works, if you don't know from previous years, it is the same system. So you have to get through as many games as you can. Rage quits give you more points. So if your opponent doesn't quit, you're kind of screwed. You could win every single game you play, but if the opponent plays a full game every game, you're not going to qualify. It's just a GG. You only get 1 life, obviously. And then the points are based off of the point differential between you and your opponent. But like I said, with quits, it works differently. And it's just a mess of a system. So you basically need to cram in as many games as is humanly possible into this time span. So everybody was ready yesterday. The whole community were up and streaming it and ready to go. And 1 PM came around. And you couldn't get into the game. It was just error codes. It wasn't even error code. It just... Was it an error code? I think so. Yeah, I don't even know. There were so many different error codes we saw yesterday. It's wild to see. But nobody could actually play in the tournament. Like you couldn't physically get a game in. And I know Shake was tweeting throughout it. And I think he updated it when the first people got a game in. So, and this is another big problem as well. In a game mode or a game, qualification system where you have to play as many games as possible, it is so bad that some people were able to get in games while other people weren't. So people just getting a head start. So yeah, apparently there was 2 error codes when you tried to get into a game. And then within 24 minutes, I think. Is that right? Yeah, within the first half an hour, there were 2 people who had played games in one game. There's 2 people who won a game within the first half an hour. And one of the guys was ironically called Glitch 2K, so cool. And then within the first, what is this one? Within the first 50 minutes, of a 4-hour tournament, there had been 5 people who had registered wins. 5 people had registered wins. And like I said, that is just so flawed. Like, it should be everyone can get in or nobody can get in. It should never be a case that some people can, some people can't. That just doesn't make any sense. But anyway, we then get the news that the 250k tournament was working, and that was at 7 p.m. So it was an hour after it was supposed to start. It was then able to be working, and meanwhile, in this time, the 2K myteam account had been quiet as anything. They hadn't said a single word. The only official word we got was Ronnie, and Ronnie tweeted out, where is Ronnie's account? Ronnie tweeted out 46 minutes into the tournament. So the people have been waiting for 46 minutes, stuck on this error code, not able to leave, because obviously if you leave and then they fix it, you're screwed. So you can't not be ready to play this. He said, just sent Dev a note about it. This is a $250,000 tournament qualifier, and you just sent a note. Where is the urgency for the people who have put hours and hundreds of dollars into making their team and so much practice into this and got themselves a 4-hour window, mentally prepared themselves to play this game, and you just sent on a note? Like, where is the urgency in this company? I don't understand. So anyway, he says that, which, by the way, if the devs didn't know about it, then it's GG. If the devs didn't know, then that's just a whole nother thing. And then the tournament did get fixed. And then 2K myteam account did actually tweet out. And they tweeted out at 7:25 my time, so it was an hour and a half after the tournament had started. And they said the issue preventing users, which, by the way, they never actually communicated that there were issues. The issue preventing users from entering has been fixed. Please re-enter to participate. But obviously, if you've already lost, you can't re-enter. Please re-enter to participate in today's game day, which has been extended to 3 p.m. Pacific time. So it was originally meant to be 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Pacific time, so they extended it by an hour and a half. Now, bear in mind, the first people, or when it was actually working, was at 7 p.m. So it would go on from 7 p.m. until 11:30. So there was a 4.5 hour time span where you could actually play this game. So 4.5 hours you had to play this game for consecutively, which is wild. So anyway, they tweet out that, and everybody starts getting error coded, even when they're going into games. So let's think who got error coded yesterday. Splash, in his first game, he was up 33-5 or something like that. And bear in mind, his stream was sponsored by 2K. 2K themselves sponsored Splash on stream to play in this tournament, and he got error coded in his first game. And obviously that gives you a loss, and then obviously if you get a loss, you can't get back in. Even if support could do something, they won't, and even if they did, it would be when the tournament's finished anyway. So Splash got error coded first game, you hate to see it. DBG, I think it was his internet that gave up, or he had the attempting to restore connection glitch that got him out of it. 3 Point Shah, he got error coded in his first game as well, I believe. Ty Debo also got hit with an error code, so he got knocked out. I think he was up by 70 in his game that he got error coded. So people just started dropping. People just started dropping like flies, getting error coded. And meanwhile, they didn't care. So Ronnie tweeted out that he was going live at 2:30 p.m. PST to get the last hour of the chase. It's not really a chase, it's more like a dodge of error codes. And he says, again, sorry from my side for the issues this morning. Was in contact with the team and glad they got it addressed and extended. I mean, they didn't actually address the issues. They never said what it was. That's my dog barking if you can hear that. I'm sorry. They never actually tweeted out that anything was happening. And then to rub salt in the wounds, the 2K myteam Twitter account, the official one, at 10:30, so an hour before it ended, said, we're going live. Who's streaming? At this point, literally no one was streaming because everyone was just so angry at this game. And the only person who was left was TJ. Now, TJ was really, really flying high for the majority of it. We're talking like sort of top 5 for the majority of it. I think he was top 2. And then it got down to the last game. I think the timer has expired, but obviously if you start a game before the timer expires, you can still count that game. So we went into a game, and he lost that game He didn't lose a game. He got error coded from the game when his opponent quit. That obviously didn't give him any points, or any points. So he got error coded, and yeah, what do you know? 3 other people got through past him. So he finished 5th. And in this tournament, because of the way the reward structure is set up, if you're not top 4, you get absolutely nothing. I can't stress that enough. He finished top 5 in the world for playing 4.5 hours consecutively. And he has absolutely nothing to show for it. I can't believe that as a system. At least last year they gave out like that card for like the top 500, or like 1 card per game weekend. They gave a top 5 or top 500 card. It wasn't a good card, but at least it was something. This year, absolutely nothing. And then that was it. They never tweeted out anything more, and then they've just gone about it today like nothing's happened, where they added in a locker code and they've just skirted past it like nothing has happened. And that in its entirety isn't really a surprise. They always do that. They just skirt over things. Problem is, there are 4 game weekends, I think, 4 qualification rounds, I think. Are they going to change this? But hell no, of course they're not going to change it. It's going to be exactly the same system next time. Is it going to work? I don't know. And let's not forget, guys, we had patch 4 earlier this week. And in the patch notes, it said preparations for the $250,000 tournament qualifier. They literally put in their patch notes that they made preparations for this tournament. What were those preparations? If they didn't even try getting into a game, what did they actually do to prepare? Choose which error code to show? Like, I do not understand. Like I said, this isn't coming from it's affected me, I'm annoyed that I lost. No, I wouldn't play. Sure, I was qualified because I was in the Emerald tier, but with a record like that and with this game being like this, you think I want to play this online? Hell no. So it's not coming from that. It's coming from me being frustrated on behalf of other people. And just how out of touch this company is. It's just, it hurts me, man. It really does hurt the way this game is this year. And last night was just another example of how something's surely so simple, and something they've done before as well, that they can mess that up and again just not care about the people that it's affected. Because they won't care about it. Like TJ, he's not going to get anything for it. Splash, Ty, they're not going to get anything for it. Like, they're just going to be told, play next one. Play the next one and hope you don't get error coded in that. And even still, even if you don't get error coded, the point system can still screw you. Like, let's not forget, you can take your, whatever it is, like 8 timeouts, whatever it is. That's 8 minutes that somebody can waste of your time. Pause timer, 3 minutes. You can make a game of limited take an hour. If somebody really wants to stall you, they can take an hour of your time. And in a game mode, like I said, where the qualifying system is so broken, the point system is so broken, you have to play as many games and get as many quits as you can. If you have one opponent that doesn't want to quit, it's a GG. So the whole point system, the whole qualifying process needs to be overhauled for next qualifying round. Do I think it will? Not a chance. But it really does need to be, because it's so unfair for the people who actually try. And there needs to be some reward for, even like top 1,000. If you get top 1,000, GG, like you deserve something. Sure, you can have it tiers to have like a reward for top 1,000, reward for top 500, top 250, top 100, top 50, top 10. What's wrong with that? I don't know. Yeah, they obviously need to sort out the fact that nobody could play a game for quite some time, and even when they could, they still got hit with error codes. So it's just another list, another thing to add to the list of just the state of 2K21 right now. And we've got season 2 coming this Friday. You can see on the counter there, under 5 days to go until season 2. But even that's only going to bring so much positivity to this game mode and so much attention to it. Like, even still, it could flop if the player's not that good. So I don't know. It's all kind of hanging on Friday, and then it's hanging on next gen. And if next gen's a flop for my team, I could see this game mode dying out pretty damn quickly. And I really hope that's not the case, because I've been playing my team since 2K15, 2K16, I don't know, for a while now. And obviously in those years I've played it for a hell of a long time. But this one, there's something wrong, and if they don't address it soon, like I said, I can see this game mode dying out. So that'd be very sad, and I hope that doesn't happen. But we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, if you did play in the 250k tournament yesterday, I'm just sorry. I'm sorry you wasted your time. I'm sorry this company wasted your time. And I hope it doesn't happen again. I would say just don't bother next time. Honestly, I would say just don't bother. Like, yeah, you can see 250k. I think that'd be incredible. But you got to get top 4 in the world. You got to be so lucky. And obviously, like, so skilled. But you got to get so lucky with your opponents to actually get there in the first place. And then all that's going to do is put you in another tournament where it's top 16. And then you got to go again. It's just, it's not worth the stress. It's really not. But anyway, that's going to do it for me today, guys. A bit of a rant video, but I feel like it had to be made because yesterday was such a disaster and such an embarrassment. I just can't believe that. No, I can believe that it's just going to get swept under the rug and nothing's going to be said about it from the official 2K account. So I feel like I'd say my piece on it, really. So if you were affected, like I said, I'm sorry. Just don't be surprised if it happens again next time. That's going to do it, guys. Hope you have enjoyed. As usual, please like, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Peace.